Is your car stalling out at stoplights or blowing black smoke from the tailpipe lately? You might be seeing a P0170 code on your scanner, which points to a fuel trim malfunction on bank 1. This code is a bit unique because you see it all the time on European cars like Mercedes-Benz or Volkswagen, but rarely on American brands like Ford or Chevy. Basically, it means your engine computer has reached its absolute limit trying to adjust the air and fuel mixture. It is pumping in as much extra fuel as it can to compensate for what it thinks is a lean condition, but it just cannot get the balance right. You will probably notice your check engine light glowing, a major drop in your miles per gallon, and maybe even a rough idle that feels like a misfire. The most common culprit for this issue is a faulty mass airflow sensor. These sensors are incredibly sensitive and often fail on European models, especially if you use a cheap aftermarket replacement instead of an original equipment part. Another thing to look for is oil leaking into the electrical connectors. On some Mercedes models, oil can actually travel through the wiring harness from a leaking cam adjuster or oil sensor and foul up the oxygen sensor or the mass airflow sensor. You should also hunt for vacuum leaks or cracks in the air intake hoses, particularly if your car has a turbocharger. If you have a scan tool, check the mass airflow readings. At a warm idle, you should see between 3.5 and 5 grams per second. If you rev it up to 2,500 revolutions per minute, it should jump up to between 9 and 12 grams per second. If the numbers are way off, the sensor is likely toast. Also, do not forget to check the fuel pressure regulator for leaks. If you find oil in your connectors, or if testing the sensors feels over your head, it is best to see a technician who specializes in European vehicles. They will have the specific scan tools needed to perform an adaptation which tells the computer how to work with the new parts. Fixing this promptly will stop that black smoke and get your engine running smooth and efficient once again.